And so, a first fundamental has to be sent for the final messenger. The statement of faith must be made clear and known forever for all time and must never be lost. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. There is only one God, and Muhammad is his messenger. See, it needed to be made clear for all time. If the story is really coming to a conclusion, then that fundamental that we have kept true must be adjusted for the first time in all history. That there still is only one God, no one worthy of worship except for Allah, the God. And so that no one ever gets confused over the truth of the message, everyone must know on this planet forever that the last messenger, because he is the last, should be known by name and clearly identifiable. Muhammad is the messenger of God. Now, if you understand the statement of that faith, you might be able to see how it relates in the story. And it's a dramatic turning point for our species, the human race. Because we've said that the fundamentals can never change. And the fundamentals that the Prophet taught every Muslim is that there is only one God. There are angels made of the light. They have no free will. There are jinns. They're made of smokeless fire. From amongst them is Satan, and he is a deceiver, and he lies with the truth. Don't believe anything that he tells you. We are in a war of dark versus evil. There have been prophets from the beginning of time, from your father Adam, who first learned of this war, and there have been many prophets, and we believe in all of them who came with the truth of the light. And as the story goes, I am the last messenger. You will be, as all sons of Adam live, you will one day die. As the Lord Most High is the only one who gives life and takes life, we will be raised and judged, he taught them, and he described them as we told you what he had learned on his own ascension journey, the only time any man on the face of the earth, any of the sons of Adam, have ascended to the highest levels of the galaxy of the seven skies and gone to where the angels worship the Lord around the house up in the heavens. And he returned with the descriptions of heaven and hell and all that we have. And so we know very clearly that I've stated to you, these are the fundamentals of faith of a Muslim, and they have always been true, like all the fundamentals of every prophet that I've told you from the beginning of the story. So how come no one's told you that that is what a Muslim believes before? Could it be that you have been deceived about the very fundamentals of faith of someone who calls themselves Muslim? Forget about countries and politics. Let's stick to the story. The fundamentals, I am saying, as a Muslim, a believer in the one true Lord, there is no God other than the God. The one above the heavens. The Lord Most High, who created the universe and everything in it. There is only one God. And so that is the testament of faith of a Muslim, and added to it, to signify the importance of the final messenger, that Muhammad is the messenger of God. Let it never be forgotten on the earth, otherwise you will lose the truth of the light in the whole story of the chain. So what are the other forms of worship that we have said? Well, if the fundamentals of that are there, then the pillars of the faith that a Muslim is told should be what? Well, the first pillar, you are told again, don't forget the first pillar. It is even more important than anything else. It is what? Bear witness. Bear witness, O son of Adam. Bear witness, O descendant of Abraham. Bear witness, O people who have seen the truth of the light, that the prophet, seal of the messengers in the fundamentals of faith, bear witness and say, I bear witness that there is only one God, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. That's the first pillar. Again, a reiteration of so strong must be the message of that fundamental of faith in the story of the light, so that the story never gets lost. And that the final prophet is there so that you can always go to find the truth of the light. But we have said after that there are other pillars. What were they again? Since we're talking about the story, they are prayer, fasting, giving money of your charity, and the great Hajj. So let's go over it quickly. Prayer. Well, we know that prayer was granted to us in the most noble time that any son of Adam has ever been blessed with, a time where the prophet went up, ascended to the 7 heavens of the outer universe, and returned back, showing very clearly that when you go through into the outer galaxies, especially if you go quickly, time changes and time warps and time morphs. It is an important concept that those of knowledge and science can bear witness to what I am addressing. As I said, the story of the truth of the light can never have any incorrect information. It is the truth. And so the prophet returned to the earth without any time travel, time passing here on the planet Earth. Actual time travel. And it can be explained in more detail in further parts of the story. But today we have to stick to the fundamentals, because it's going to get more strange, and the ideas of time travel will let people lose the light. Allah, the Lord Most High, is the most powerful. He is the one who, when he says be, it is. And so prayer was given. And what type of prayer? Well, if you study the method of the Muslims, you will know that the Muslims do the type of prayer, which is how? They bathe themselves and wash themselves in the water, the ablution. And here we have some problems, and people see that this is a fact that is well known, but it is a sign that what? Always of the people of the bearers of the light, they are always taught to bathe and purify themselves with water. So there you have that before the prayer. And then the prayer is always the same. We are the sons of Adam, slave to no man, beneath no man, equal in any way. We should never let our race be enslaved by anyone. Every man is born free, and we have the right to stand upright and be bearers of the truth, regardless of who you are, color, language, difference. Men, women, all children of Adam, their only greatness is in the truth of the light. And so no man is a slave, except that all of us are only slaves to the Lord Most High, the Creator, La ilaha illallah. So Muslims, by the sign, don't bow down or succumb to anyone except the Lord Most High. And when it comes to the Lord Most High, you don't act arrogant in your worship. You do what all bearers of the light know the truth. When they actually understand the Lord Most High, you get on your hands and knees and put your head in the ground and worship the Lord. He is the Lord Most High, not any fake god or moon god or any other lie or misconception that they have deceived you. Muslims say we are believers in the truth of the Lord Most High, the one who is described as the light. And so that is the description of prayer. All of the Muslims, all around the world, 5 times a day, bowing in humility, doing that which the Prophet taught them when he ascended to the highest heavens and spoke to the Lord. All of the Muslims praying in that way, reciting from the words of the Lord, but we'll get into that. On the ground, all of them facing towards the holy house in Mecca. The signs are there, so keep listening. What is the other pillar of faith? We said it is fasting, and this is something that is known to the West, but let's go through the story and see if it makes sense. That the Muslims are reminded of eating and enjoyment and sexual pleasures during the day, that from sunrise till sunset, as your Lord has set rotations in motion, you will not eat or drink from the morning till the night, to remember your Lord. And it is a blessing for you and a noble thing. And is there in this act of the Muslims that Muslims all over the world do to this day an obvious sign for anybody who is looking for the truth. And as I said, the story must go always forward and it must always go back.